Hotepu, I was recently asked, why are odd numbers called male and even numbers called female? The answer can be seen in this diagram on the screen, where we have 12 figures, 12 polygons in circles, and we start with 3 sides, which is odd number, 4-sided, which is even number, 4 is even, 5-sided, 6-sided, 7, 8, 9, all the way down to 12. So, notice something. In the odd number shapes, you have half of a line and then something missing. In the even ones, you have a whole line. This is 5, which is an odd number. You have half a line here, something missing here. Whole line in the 6-sided shape. In the 7-sided shape, half something here, missing here. This pattern repeats, where the odd number shapes do one thing on one half and not that thing on the other half. So, this shows you that the odd number polygons, the odd numbered shapes, inherently imbalance their environment. If the circle is their environment, they're doing one thing on one half, but not the same thing to balance on the other half. So we can call the odd numbers male or patriarchal. Patriarchal systems love to do this. They love to do things that throw off the system's harmonies, the system's balance. For example, they give all the power to males and give women nothing. They politically give all the power to the elite and make everyone else poor, give them nothing or little. Or they make allopathic types of systems of healing, where you heal one thing, but the rest of your body gets thrown off and becomes sick. The matriarchal or female polygons bring equal distribution to all sectors of society, to all sectors of the system. Again, here, there's a 5-sided figure, but it's imbalanced on one half. It's favoring one half and giving the other half nothing. But the 6th side makes sure that every part gets equal distribution and fairness. This is why Ma'at, the queen of truth, justice, and equality, was a goddess. Now, we have this odd number here throwing off the balance, then the female restores it. The male number throws it off again, the female restores it. The male throws it off again, the female restores it. Idiotic patriarchy, which may be redundant, removes all the even number polygons. The female energy is removed. Women can't be priests, they can't be imams, they can't be leaders, they're second-class citizens. Patriarchy simply means you remove all the even number polygons, which restore the order that he threw off. Whereas in Kemet, the men by nature like to throw things out of balance, like to create adventure or tension. Like in sports or war. War throws systems out of balance. Sports throws you out of balance. The goal is to stay balanced in the middle of the game. Aggression throws things out of balance. So the men like to do this. It's the nature of the yang energy. But you want to have, as in Kemet, the men did this, but they knew to consult and to connect with the goddesses to restore the balance. The males throw off the balance by going to adventure or doing something outside of the norm and being more out there, and then the females remind him of balance. So the Kemetic men knew to have gods, males, and their goddesses, females, to remind him of the balance. You see? And that's how this works. So, one last detail. You notice all the odd-numbered ones have a Y hiding in there. There's a Y in here. There's a Y in the 5-sided figure. There's a Y in the 7-sided figure. And there are no even X shapes here. There are no even X's in the odd numbers. Whereas the female ones, the evens, have an even X. Here's a clear X. A clear X. Because the male chromosome is a Y chromosome, and the female chromosome is the X chromosome. These shapes are actually showing Ys and X's. Ys and X's. I'm linking here geometry with DNA. And so this is why odd numbers are called male, because they have a Y chromosome hiding in there, and even numbers are called female because they have an X chromosome. And I will remind you that the circle that they sit in would be the androgynous source, what I call the gay background, the homeostatic or the homogeneous background, homogeneous or homogeneous background, homo. So gays remind men and women they need each other. Gays need men and women to help us have reproduction for more gays. And males need females, females need males, and both males and females need gays to help them balance out their opposites. We all need each other. This is why I chose this image. The circle is boring without the geometry of Y and X. Y needs X, X needs Y. If X has no Y, the female may become a little bit too traditional, not adventuring as much, so things may not grow in society as much. If the male keeps growing and growing, there's no balance and restoration of harmony. And both need the circle of the androgynous gay people to remind them to love and respect each other. We all need each other. And this is the deepest message I pray to give through this image. If you enjoyed this, feel free to join our classes on our web page. I'll give the link below to our chakra classes. And may we all walk away from this knowing we each need each other. We each need each other. Dwell in Hotepu.